Welcome to Goonies World. My name is Goonie, also known as Colin, and I am joined, as always, by Johnny Farrow, also known as Sean.
Hello, everybody.
And our GM, I guess, whatever you want to call him, Meanie, also known as Ryan.
That's me.
Are you a hammer master tonight?
I'm a navigator.
Navigator.
Apparently.
That's right, yeah.
As we are going to be jumping into a game called Hammer of the Earth. Now, I picked up some time ago a book called The Ultimate Micro RPG Book. Now, this is something you have to buy. Obviously, we've played a whole bunch on this show of, free, one-page, handwritten stuff. Hell, we started with, I think, Lasers and Feelings. Yeah. And that has been kind of a trend here. But this one is you actually have to buy the book, and there's 40 cute little one-page RPGs in it. And Hammer of the Earth is one of them. And basically, it is the post-apocalypse. Some great cataclysm has happened that has been lost to memory, and the planet has been sort of consumed by this great sort of vine, I guess, called the Creeping Ruin, and it just basically strangles everything man-made, cities and vehicles and everything, and just destroys. And most people have basically given up and just live in the forests, sort of barely scraping out existences in this, the forest that has overgrown the earth. But you are not. You guys live on the Hammer of the Earth, which is a massive train. I probably should have just read out of the book directly instead of trying to summarize it, because but yeah. So this massive train. Each carriage, contains 10,000 people live in it, and you are the Outriders. It is your job to go out into the wilderness and find fuel for this giant train, which is the only thing that hasn't been killed by the Creeping Ruin, and nobody knows why. There are a bunch of theories, an ancient dead civilization struck a bargain with a forgotten god to, keep the tracks safe or whatever, but nobody actually knows for sure what the hell's going on. But what is going on in the immediate future is that the hammer has 3 days of fuel remaining. And so as Outriders, you've been called by the Navigator to come meet him in the locomotive, the massive locomotive, where he will, divine using the stars and the ancient texts and stuff, 3 opportunities for you to go out and get fuel, and he has summoned you to his office, so to speak, that night. Or this night.
Okay.
Well, I guess I will introduce my character.
Yeah, let's do that.
His name is Thaddeus Gibroni.
Gibroni, nice.
Yeah. And to summarize his personality, I guess he's kind of, pretty much, I'm assuming that it's like a lot of other people. He's kind of lived his whole life on this train. and he's very accustomed to train life. He hates nature, and he's got the I forgot to write it down. I think it was called materia. That's his
Materia, yes.
That's his profession, I guess.
His faction trait. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's him.
My guy is Moonbeam Poe, tall, willowy fellow with long hair. He's a seriously receding hairline, so his hair like kind of starts in the middle, of his head and goes back from there. But otherwise, it's super long, and he's like uncommonly tall but really skinny. And his faction trait is natura. He loves nature, but he became an outrider because he was interested in how the ruin occurred and how or if nature can sort of untwist itself from the the twisted flora and fauna that covers the world. If we can somehow get things back to the way things should be, that's his ultimate motivation. And yeah, if he already knows Thaddeus, he probably doesn't love him.
I figured we were probably from different carriages. Because I think I'm from Staten Island carriage or something.
I think I'm from, like Southern California carriage, actually. So
Yeah, I thought that.
there's 50 carriages. There's one for each former state, actually.
Of course there is.
Right.
Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah, it's just zigzagging around like a great big ticket to ride board. We're just going around every track. No, but no, I guess, summons to meet with the Navigator, that's a big deal. So I guess they picked the best, me and you.
But I think that means we got to go out in the fucking jungle and shit and do some bullshit out there with the grasses and leaves and all that stuff. I can't stand it.
Well, it's the job, it's the job you signed up for. So with a good spirit, good attitude, right? Good. Just keep moving forward. But yeah, seriously, I'm sure that you've got skills I don't have, and
you bet I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. But I'm comfortable in nature, and nature just needs to be coaxed back to life, brother. Just needs to be coaxed back to life. There's a way. There's always a way.
Already. What are you talking about? Coaxed back to life? It's already living its best fucking life. It's overgrown over the whole world. It's overtaken everything. We gotta kill it all.
No, that's like a sickness, That's like a sickness. What you're looking at, the ruin is like a nature cancer, okay? And we need to go in there and find the root cause and try to deal with it that way. But I think there's probably a more pressing and immediate problem. I think life on this train is not infinitely sustainable, but maybe we should go talk to the Navigator, like I'm saying. But anyway, I'm always glad to see you. How's life down there in the Staten carriage? Everything good?
It's great. I love it. It's a great place to live. Great place to raise a family.
Okay, Thaddeus. Okay.
You could call me Thaddy if you want.
Thaddy. Okay, Thaddy. Great. You call me Mooney if you want.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Mooney's World. Anyway, yeah, we'll go to the command carriage and talk to the Navigator.
Right. So you make your way through the various carriages up to the front where the Navigator has his office, and it's night. Obviously, the clear sky, stars are out, and you can see the trees of the basically one big forest that now covers the entire Earth. And obviously, as you get closer towards the front of the train, you can hear the thrumming of the engine, and the hum of the engine gets much louder, and you find yourself standing outside of a door that sort of leads into the Navigator's office, as he likes to call it, in the locomotive. And before you can knock on it or open it, walk in, it opens for you, and the Navigator is standing there. He's a short, old man, and he says, yes, come in, quickly, come in.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence.
Okay, sir, you got it. Okay.
And you walk in, and he's got a desk. He's got several books over, and there are bookcases line one of the walls. And there's a door at the opposite end that leads into kind of the engine control room and everything. This is more of like almost like a library, it looks like. Yeah. And he's got a big desk with, all kinds of open books and a large piece of paper which he's been scrawling notes upon.
I don't like books or paper because they're made from trees. That's nature. I hate nature.
Yes, well, I'm afraid you're going to have to go out into the nature.
I knew it.
Yes, unfortunately, the hammer has only 3 days of fuel left.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I told you it's not sustainable.
I've been divining some opportunities for you to search for more fuel. I believe that there is a festering power plant in a long-dead city which may contain the resources we need.
Festering, great.
Oh,
in addition, I have heard that there is a settlement, a human settlement, suspended in an enormous tree. If you could find it, I believe you would have the fuel that we need. And I already rolled that one. God damn, I keep rolling the same thing over and over again.
Maybe it's,
oh my god.
Maybe it's fate. You are divining.
Finally, I rolled something different. And I believe that there is a remote cave surrounded by strange beasts which may contain the fuel we need. I'm not sure which of these seems most promising.
None of them, but I guess we gotta go to at least gotta go try and look for at least one of these. I guess, or maybe all of them. We can't find them. Can't find any fuel. I mean,
yeah, we got to check them all out. I mean, if we find fuel, great, but we might find more fuel. Because, we got to have plenty of fuel, because otherwise it's not really a once and for all type of solution, is it?
Well,
no,
it's we probably won't have to go out. It won't be us having to risk our necks next time. We're gonna do this, right? We got chosen.
That's right. We got chosen.
It's a great honor, but once is enough for me.
Yeah, I hear you. But
yes, well, I do hope that by the time we're able to find enough fuel that I can divine the answers to finally rid the world of the creeping ruin.
Absolutely, I'm right there with you. But yeah, so it seems we've got 3 good options here, and presumably they're all in the vicinity. So, what do you suggest, Mr. Navigator, that we just hop off and start hoofing it around and keep our eyes open, or what do you think's our best bet?
Well, unfortunately, they are not all nearby.
No, well, it's too bad.
We would need, if we were to pursue the power plant option in the city, that is the furthest, but I think it may be the most likely to actually contain fuel.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that is going to be about 12 hours before we are in the vicinity.
What kind of power plant are we talking about? Is this nuclear?
I'm not sure. The stars didn't say, but if I had to guess, probably coal.
That's too bad, because I thought maybe we could get some, like radiation stuff, and that we could use that on this stupid vines and stuff.
You're looking for an anti-festering suit, because, what was defined is that it's a festering power plant, whatever it is, which doesn't sound good, but,
Yeah, well, I just thought maybe we could fight these plants and stuff with some kind of nuclear sludge or something we find.
Why not fight the plants with love? Have you ever tried that? You ever tried just reaching out and hugging the vine and see what happens?
No, you'll get a rash. Everyone knows that.
Okay, sure, okay, all right, sure. I got you, Thaddeus, okay.
So the enormous tree containing the suspended settlement. That is but 6 hours before we're in the vicinity.
And you say there's people there?
I believe so, yes. The stars did not explicitly say, but I assume that if it's a settlement, there must be people there.
Now, people I like. I don't like nature, but people is different than nature.
And the remote cave is the closest. It will take us only 3 hours to be in the vicinity.
Okay. So in your experience, Mr. Navigator, is this sort of like a gamble where we need to pick one of these and then we've lost our shot at the others, or is this the sort of thing where we could take a look at the first one that comes up and, of course, if we get off, I guess the train keeps going, but gosh, we're probably so big that we could just get on another end. I don't know. Are we committed to one once we pick it? I mean, I guess once we pass by, for example, we hop off and walk back. Seems like it'd be a long walk. What are the mechanics of that?
Actually, I'm not entirely clear, just metagamingly speaking, because the rules don't explicitly say, but it looks like you basically have to commit to one and then either succeed or fail. But I'm not really sure. So
yeah, and I didn't know. For all I know, this train's like, takes 4 days to even pass. It's so big. You could get out and go do something and come back and catch a further back car or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so the train is going to stop, presumably,
okay.
to let you off and wait for you to come back.
Okay,
so
that's good.
Theoretically, you could. The only risk would be wasting time,
which we don't want to do. There's a whole mechanics in this game all related to the passage of time, as we will no doubt uncover soon enough.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, you mentioned people, Thaddeus, and people often know things. They know their environment. They have answers. It's tempting to make that our first stop, really. It's the second. It's all the 6 hours away. We've got that remote cave that comes up first, but I kind of, if I had to pick one, I'd say go with the humans, because more brains, more solutions, potential new friendships, romance.
Yeah, now you're talking.
I thought that might interest you. Okay, all right. Okay, Thaddeus, okay.
Yeah, but what kind of people are they living in a tree? Might be, animals almost.
Well, I think they'd be swingers.
They're
suspended, swinging up in the trees. So they swing, most likely.
Yeah, well, I ain't interested in having a romantic relationship with a orangutan,
Sure. Well, it's up to you. I mean, I don't know. If you think we should stop and explore this remote cave, I think that it's got just as good a chance as anything else, as far as I know, but people are always more interesting to me. And you're wrong when you said people aren't the same as nature. We are nature, buddy. You and I.
That's not true. No,
you're nature's way of knowing itself, man. Just remember that, okay?
People is man versus nature. Nature ain't man. Didn't you learn nothing in school?
I think maybe it's that antagonistic attitude that's created the problem in the first place with the creeping ruin. It's we gotta live with nature. But my point is, we could stop by if we could miss our chance to stop and check out this cave. It's remote.
Yeah,
you want to go? Would you rather go down into a cave or a party with some swingers?
There's beasts around them caves. That cave, I don't want nothing to do with them.
Well, what do you want to have something to do with?
Well, you make a good point about them people.
Sure.
Who knows what we might find out there. I don't know how we're going to get up to this tree that they live in. I'm not climbing.
Well, I have a feeling they'll make themselves known to us one way or the other when we get into the vicinity, and just keep looking up. I'm sure they've got ways to get up there. They don't fly. I don't think they're flyers.
Yeah, well, I just hope they got some fuel or some answers.
Well, that's the hope. You can talk. You can talk to a person. You can't talk to a cave.
Yeah, I can't live if we weren't on a fuel. We're stuck here in the jungle. I can't live that way.
All right. Okay.
You know, I'm all about the train life.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can stop at the cave, but again, it's kind of a gamble, and I think Tree City sounds more fun than Remote Cave. But we should definitely stop at one of those at least before we get to the festering power plant.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna do one, pick one now, I guess.
Yeah.
I think we both agree that the tree settlement looks good.
Yeah, settlement looks good. It's probably in the cave. I'm going to pass it. But
all right, so sounds like we've decided.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement for once.
And I'm going to mark off 6 hours.
Yeah, and we have 72 hours. So now we have whatever 72 minus 6 is, I guess.
Yeah, that would be 66.
Yeah.
And the engineer nods at you, and it sounded to me like Moonbeam should probably take the 3 responsibility for making that decision.
Okay. I'm writing down 3 responsibility. All right, I'm taking responsibility because I'm an adult.
Yeah, it was just your idea. You wanted to connect with these people.
Sure.
And so, 6 hours later, you begin to hear the great wheels, breaking steel on steel, making quite the squeal, like to keep it rhymey. And the giant train slowly begins to decelerate. And it takes quite a bit of time for this massive train to finally stop. But it does. And the engineer, Navigator, sorry. Also the engineer, probably. Hands you some machetes and says, "Okay, we have arrived. We are near the settlement in the giant tree.
Okay.
I believe it is off to the west." And by now it's actually morning, so you probably spent the 6 hours like sleeping or something.
Yeah, little nappers.
But yes, the stars suggested it's to the west.
Okay.
So travel away from the rising sun.
Right. Got it.
Jeez, we gotta navigate like old-timey explorers or something.
Yeah, well, you hate nature so much. Here's your chance to get back at it. Just hack away. I'll walk right behind you.
Oh, I'm gonna whack these fucking leaves apart. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, whack it. Whack away. Whack it good.
So you disembark from the hammer, and with now I'm gonna guess that Thaddeus is taking the lead on whacking the shit out of all the undergrowth in your way.
Yeah,
because it sounds like something he would do. So it's difficult and tiring. I mean, I'm sure you've probably walked around in the woods and stuff at times, and when you're not on a trail, it can be a real pain in the ass because of all the shit everywhere. And this is like that, but like 1,000 times worse. I mean, it takes a ton of time just to move 3 feet. You know what I'm saying? And so this thing could possibly be miles away. So it is obviously going to take an exceptionally long time. And I think this probably, Thaddeus, would... sounds like... Well, I think... Since you took... I was going to say body roll, but since you took the materia... Or not... That wasn't... No, you don't... You did take materia,
Yep.
but that's not explicitly hating nature.
No.
So you added that detail. So I guess go ahead and make a body roll to get through the
Okay.
undergrowth.
And I don't have any marks,
Correct. You should not have any marks at this point.
so it's just
Just one.
one die then, 1d6.
1d6. Here we go.
Okay. And I rolled a 6.
All right. Well, you successfully managed to push your way through a big chunk of the undergrowth and kind of deeper into the forest. And, of course, make a mark next to body.
Okay.
And it actually sort of starts to thin out a little bit and become kind of easier to get through. And you find yourselves in almost like a clearing area, which seems a little bit strange.
This is a
but
sign
we're-
of habitation, I think.
Yeah, somebody's been in here with some machetes, just like you. And you've been doing a great job, by the way, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And there's almost a sort of trail that you can follow. You could choose not to, but it seems like it's been at least slightly maintained. And looking around in this sort of clearing before you proceed, presumably down the trail, although that will be up to you, you see what are clearly identifiable as bones, like animal bones, scattered around.
Well,
I wonder if they've been eating these nasty animals.
well, maybe. I mean, they're certainly probably not going to scatter their bones around, though. It's probably something... I hate to say it. Could be like a beast is eating these. I mean, if they were gonna eat the animal, wouldn't they like hunt the animal and bring it back and butcher it? You know what I mean, Thaddeus? You know?
Well, if they are decent humans, but they might not be. Might be
Okay, all right, okay.
wild men,
Yeah, I guess it's true.
because that's what nature does to you.
Is that what it does? Okay, Thaddeus. Okay.
Yeah, and they eat other... It turns into beasts, and you eat other beasts. You know, that's
Keep
why...
your eye out keep your eye out that you won't get eaten by a beast, because I think there's beasts doing some eating around here. Circle of life. It's nature. Circle of life.
Yeah, we gotta stop nature. I'm gonna have my machete ready to cut down any of these beasts that come after me.
Okay, ready machetes.
Right.
Yeah. Now that we're away from that steel on steel squeal, let's ready machetes.
Yes.
All right.
And I assume you're going to follow the trail, or you're
Yeah.
going to go off.
Yeah.
All right.
Just follow
Yes.
the trail of wood chips. Follow the wood chips.
It's not wood chips, and it's actually barely a trail. And as you begin walking down it, it seems more like a wildlife trail than
Yeah, we're not...
something man-made.
It's probably just a area where a bunch of traffic from animals is, and then we're just walking right into some house where some gross animal lives, and he's gonna just...
I don't think animals live in houses, though.
Well, I mean,
You really
like...
don't know much about nature, do you?
No, I don't know nothing, but they gotta live in something.
Yeah,
They like live in holes or something, I think.
Yeah, okay, Thaddeus, okay. Let's keep our eyes open, though. If this is a game trail, and if they do hunt, then we're probably more or less in the... Keep your ears out, though, Keep your ears open for the sounds of, like, banging or clanging or little kids laughing or, sounds that carry. It wouldn't sound like nature. Just keep our ears out for that, okay? Okay, Thaddeus, okay?
Yeah.
I start throwing that on. That's developed. It's a thing now. Okay, Thaddeus?
So, you proceed down this trail for quite some time, and it's not perfectly clear. You do have to whack, the occasional
Gotcha.
plants out of your way, but it's much better than it was initially. When you see off in the distance, down some ways down the trail, through the various brush and vines and stuff that are still kind of blocking your way, a very large bear that has not noticed you yet, because you have been keeping pretty quiet and not talking for the past several minutes. So it looks like it has not noticed you, and it seems to be just kind of rooting around, looking for food, as bears often, do.
What the fuck is that? Is that a fucking teddy bear that's come to life?
Hey, it's better than an owl bear. Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Look,
I hate this. I hate all these fucking animals and all
No,
this.
it's okay. Don't panic. He's more afraid of us than we are of him. If he turns to charge, the important thing to remember is don't run. Just put your hands up in the air and scream and try to look really big and scary, okay?
I don't think he's more afraid of us. I mean, I don't see him shitting himself. And me, yeah, I'm shitting myself.
Well, he hasn't seen us yet, but he's going to see us if we keep talking. So let's just very quietly keep walking.
Keep walking the other way.
Just around him. We'll just jog around him a little bit. Just skirt him. Just skirt him a little bit. Okay, Thaddeus? Okay?
Yeah, whatever you say.
Yeah, I think
So you're going to try to sneak past the bear?
Yeah,
sounds like.
Let's sneak past the bear.
Well, I hope I don't step on any stupid twigs.
I hope you don't, too.
Well, I think typically a task or an obstacle requires only one outrider to make a roll, but since you are both have to do it, I think I need to rule that you both need to make body rolls.
Okay. I'd like to argue for my Natura roll, because I know to work with nature, and I know not to step on twigs.
Okay, I think that's feasible.
Thank you. Just because I have it, So, okay, just now do what I do, okay? Okay, Thaddeus, okay? And I'm going to make my Natura roll, and I have a 2.
So I have a 1 mark in body, so I'm rolling 1 plus 1. I'm rolling 2 d6s.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to just remember to make my mark in Natura. I'm Natura.
And we don't want to roll any 1s.
No 1.
And I rolled a 1.
No.
Just one?
Just 1.
You got options, dude. Don't forget you got options.
Yeah, we might want to save those. We got 2 options.
Okay, fight a bear then, Thaddeus. Okay, Thaddeus. Okay.
Well, 1 just means what? I can't remember.
Well, I
It
think
just means you lose an
yeah,
hour.
Yeah.
Okay, we lose.
So
an
it
hour.
takes you an hour to
so
get
slow.
through the woods silently.
I'm going
and
way
avoid
out of
the
my
bear.
way to avoid the bear.
Okay, I guess you don't want to fight a bear. Good. Okay, Thaddeus. Good.
Well, and of course, you in order to get off the trail and through the thicker undergrowth, you're going to have to, get back using that machete and whacking through the thick undergrowth again, which I would rule that, someone with Naturia wouldn't necessarily have to do. So, It sounds like you might need to actually make another body roll to get through that particular obstacle of the thick undergrowth once again, having chosen to get off the trail.
Okay. Now I have 2 marks.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling 3d6s.
I kind of like that mechanic, the little pushing it kind of mechanic.
And we lost an... Wait, so we lost 1 hour?
Yeah, you're down to 65.
Okay.
Yeah. 65 hours before it all goes kaput.
And I rolled another 1.
64.
64.
Jesus, this goddamn fucking jungle.
It's a lot of twigs.
But you do get around the bear without, having to... without alerting it and having to potentially, either scare it away or fight it or whatever.
So now that was another body roll, so I have 3 marks.
Yep.
All right.
And so after a couple hours of struggling, you do make it back to the trail. Or what passes for a trail in this thick overgrown forest on the other side of the bear, where you walk again for quite some time, and you come to a very wide river.
More body rolls.
Okay, well, tell you what now. Now, if it's really wide, then chances are,
Hey,
maybe it's not that deep.
no, I know.
You might be able to wade it.
I'm a builder. I build stuff,
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I don't work with nature stuff, but I don't know, maybe between the 2 of us we could build a bridge or something. Or cut down a tree, just lay it across. I don't know about, walking into the water.
Well, sometimes just swimming, it's not that bad. Just wade across. But on the other hand, you're a builder. You're crafty. I like that. We could build a bridge, but I'd recommend like a rope bridge, something nice and simple, something doable. Keep our goals achievable,
But then we're going to lose some more hours.
Yeah, we're going to lose some hours. If you don't want to lose hours, then jump in and swim, buddy.
I will say that the current is not flowing particularly rapidly. It's a pretty lazy, wide river, kind of like the Mississippi down in Louisiana.
Lazy river. Just get on our back. We'll back paddle.
But
look up at the sky.
Who knows what's in that river? There could be sharks or octopuses. I don't know what
The
it lives in water.
The octopuses and sharks are more afraid of you than you are of them. Just make yourself real big. Just swim really quietly, like you just did. If it takes you 2 hours to swim across, no, you can only swim quietly. But yeah, there could be something in the water. Sure. There's a risk we got to take. But I'm all for building like a vine or rope bridge. We got machetes. But somebody's gonna have to somebody's gonna have to swim across to put.
Well, is there like how wide is this river?
It's not a mile wide, but it's building a bridge would be a feat.
It'll be an undertaking.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of time, and I was going to suggest maybe if there was but it's obviously not like fording a little creek in Oregon Trail.
No.
I was going to suggest we, do cut down a tree or something, but it's way too wide for that, so we'll have to wade into it, I guess.
Yeah, and we'll swim if we have to. I guess if there's a log around, if you want to float on a log over there.
Oh, well, we could
Yeah.
float on one. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and I was going to. I mean, there's enough, fallen branches and vines
Little
and
raft.
shit. A little raft or something wouldn't
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
unreasonable.
we got a materia guy here. Go ahead and materia us up a little raft. It
But-
shouldn't take too long.
And that's kind of a nature thing. Natura.
No,
work-
nature is to swim across like a man
Well,
would do.
I would say Nateria to source the materials and
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
materia to
Okay.
fashion them
Look,
into something.
you could build. Let me see. I'm gonna find you the right part. Okay, I'm gonna find you the right part. Just look. Now I've got already a mark next to nature, so I'm gonna roll 2 dice, and I got I got a 4 and a 1. So I did get a 1. Took 63 hours. Well, it took me a while, but what do you think of this? You think you could do something with these? I got you some vines here. You can I know you don't have hammer and nails, but you could use these little vines. They're you string, right? You can do a little tying with them.
Don't tell me how to do my job. I
Oh,
won't
okay,
tell you how
okay.
to do yours.
Okay,
Yes,
that is.
I will work with these vines. I'll
Okay.
tie them up. We'll get a good floater going.
All right, okay, Thaddeus. Okay, Thaddeus. All right, okay.
Yeah, you got a real annoying habit that you do. I don't know
Okay.
if anyone's ever told you that.
Well, I'll try to look out for it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay. And I don't know if you marked. I want to see you mark down.
I'm gonna get mark my next nature roll. So I have 2 marks now.
Okay.
And I don't think you've used materia yet, have you?
He has not.
Well, I'm about to, I guess.
He's about to now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So I just need to roll 1.
Yep.
Okay. To make a little raft, and I rolled a 2.
Okay. Well, you have completed
And I-
the raft.
Now I make a mark.
Yep.
Okay. And that's just in Matera.
Yep.
Got it.
And you've made a raft basically just large enough for the 2 of you to kind of sit on with your legs kind of dangling in the water, kind of back to back. So it's not like the greatest raft in the world, but it floats and it looks like it will get you across the river.
Yeah, we straddle it. It's like a motorcycle raft. Good job. That was great.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my handiwork. This is what I'm good at. This sucker's sturdy, and it's gonna get us all the way to the other side. No problem.
All right.
And would you like to sort of paddle your way across?
Yeah.
We'll have to kick
Yeah,
the
let's
water.
kick. That's right.
Stupid water.
Yeah, because that won't disturb any sharks.
Yeah, well, kick a stupid shark.
There you go.
So yeah, you start kicking, which does sort of speed up the raft a bit. It just seems, it sort of accelerates. But it also seems to get the attention of something in the water, which begins sort of swimming in circles around you as you are floating across.
Go
It
away.
hasn't done anything yet, but it's definitely noticing you.
Just
Stop!
curious.
Stop kicking.
No, it's just curious. Just kick casually.
We'll see if it goes away. We stop.
Okay.
Just float here a little bit.
Okay, Thaddeus, okay.
Go away.
It does not go away. It continues. You can still see, and you can't even make out like a shape. It's basically a dark, oblong blob just circling around.
Hey, you got any of that, that that hippie stuff like granola on you or something you could feed to it?
No, I don't think river monsters like granola anyway. Let's just, like I said, let's just go back to kicking. Every minute that we sit here talking, we could be kicking, and then we could be one step closer to not having to worry about whatever is circling around us. Okay, Thaddeus? Okay?
I don't know. I'm afraid to put my feet back in there.
Well, I'll put my feet in for you. I already picture my shoes are already I tied my shoelaces together, and my boots are hanging around my neck, and I've got my pants rolled up, to the knee. And so I was like, I'll go ahead and try it. Don't worry.
See if I have some corn nuts or something in my pockets. Sometimes I find some in there. I'm gonna throw them at there if I find any.
I'll kick and you look. I'll kick and you do a hard target corn nut search. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, sure. You have some corn nuts. Why not?
You have a few corn nuts.
Always got a few.
Yeah.
How they fall down into a little, corner of the pocket, and I always find a couple of kernels there.
Well, and a standard, rations in the train culture, because corn nuts they keep for put them on a shelf, and 15 years later you crack them open, they're still good. So, yeah.
That's probably not true at all.
I don't
know.
I don't either.
I don't know what corn nuts are made of. Are they corn? Are they nuts?
Yeah, they're like corn kernels that have been
nuttified,
turned into, I think,
stone
hominy first, and then basically turned into stone by Medusa's gaze.
Right, just got like a factory with, hominy coming by on a conveyor belt with a Medusa looking at the hominy. I actually really like hominy though. I'm a big hominy man. Hominy is good. Let's. I could get off on We're not going to get off on a
tangent, but
Ryan could probably do a whole cooking podcast just by himself. So now that would be the ultimate. Could we find a way to combine, cooking? And has there ever been a role playing game about dueling chefs? There's been role playing games about dueling boxers, dueling bands. And you do a kitchen related RPG.
I think to do some research.
Our friend Joe posted something about that.
Did he?
Recently.
Okay. Hello, Joe, by the way. Yeah. Because I'm sure you're listening, and we appreciate it. But enough of a diversion. I will continue to kick across the river and he's got his corn nuts, so maybe the river monster will be distracted by the delicious Medusa-hardened hominy that gets thrown into the river.
Well, the river monster continues circling, does not do anything else at this point.
Come on, river monster. Come on.
If it ate the corn nuts, you can't tell. Actually, they would probably still be just floating in the water there. I think
choke on it.
I think Moonbeam should make a body roll.
I will, and I haven't bodied yet. So here's just my one dice. And my skinny little legs do good. I rolled a 3.
All right. Well, you make it, to the other side without. The monster continues, or whatever. Maybe it's just a big fish. Circles you all the way, and as you get to the other side and get off the raft, which I assume you pull out of the water and set next to the riverbank so that you can take it up the way back. The river monster fish thing just disappears.
Okay. Well, Operation Corn Nut was a success then. Okay.
May have just been some foreshadowing for the trip back.
Yeah. Well, let's keep our eyes and ears open now.
Well, we'll have to find some corn nuts out here. Although they ain't natural. I know that.
Well,
so they'll have to make some.
Maybe the swingers will have some corn nuts.
Speaking of the swingers, you see now that you've gotten off the raft, the has to be the biggest tree here in the forest, and you can see high up in the branches, some sort of almost like, a Wookiee settlement type thing. It looks like, on Kashyyyk. So that must be what you're looking for.
That's got to be.
And it doesn't look like it's super close, and it's going to take some time to get there, but that must be it.
Well, we're hacking then. Do you want me to take a turn with the machete there, pal? You doing okay, buddy? You need a little rest?
No. I got this.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, hack your way towards the settlement in the sky.
Hack away.
You know what? My arms feel like jelly right now.
Right. Okay.
I was gonna hack more, but these are just two limp noodles right now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I'll go ahead and hack. And I might be able to argue nature for this, but I don't really want to.
Hack it if you can hack it.
I will. Watch this. This is how you hack. And
these ain't hacky sacks.
No, this
Some
ain't no
blades.
black. This ain't no black hack. There's a green hack. And so, should I make a body roll, Ryan?
Yes, please.
All right, here comes 2 dice. Boxcar, 2 6s. So we good.
Well, that's the best thing you could have rolled.
Yes, it is.
And you take no additional extra time.
Good.
And you hack your way.
You're hacking your friends. You just killed Jimmy, Sally.
No, that's not how it works. I don't think you really understand. You don't really get nature, do you?
No, I don't get it at all.
Okay,
I hate
okay.
it. I don't even want to look at it. I'm closing my eyes for the rest of the way there. You just lead the way.
You just got to think about the health of nature in the aggregate, okay? If you cut vines here and there, it ain't going to hurt anybody, okay? Okay, Thaddeus, okay?
I hope it hurts them. I want to hear them scream.
Welcome to the jungle.
That's right. That's right.
You scream. But so you hack your way through the forest to
Where do we go now?
to the massive tree. And you get there, and it's like a giant, like those redwoods in California with you can drive a car through
them.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like that kind of thing, but even bigger. And you look up and you can see this settlement, but there's not a staircase or a ladder. There's no way you could climb this freaking tree, at least not with you couldn't get your arms around the thing even.
Yeah, can't bear hug it.
There's not a staircase. There's not a... Oh, wait a minute. You think you see... You can just barely make out the frayed ends of what must have been a rope ladder high up in the sky.
Mm.
Oh, we're going to have to build our own ladder up there to connect with that one or something.
Well, maybe they wait for visitors and then they lower something down. Maybe we ought to announce our presence politely. What do you say?
What do we do, to knock on the trunk or something? Announce ourselves?
Just call out and announce yourself, but be really polite about it. Don't be like your normal personality. Try to be a little more...
Nah, I don't know.
Abrasive. Well,
I don't know what that means.
Just turn the dial to sweet, okay? Okay, that is? Turn the dial to sweet. And call out our presence. Let them know where
Hey, tree peeps. We're here.
Actually, before you even do that, just as Moonbeam is kind of explaining what he wants you to do, you hear a and an arrow lands in the ground next to you.
The hell is that?
Well, I will raise my arms and, put my hands up. No any trouble. No any trouble. No. His tone can be abrasive. I know. Okay. Just, we want no trouble.
And he's, passive aggressive.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. Okay, but we come in peace. Peace. I'm not going to run yet.
They don't respond verbally, but there's no immediate hail of arrows or anything. Okay. So that is a bonus.
So they don't speak our language, or they're just non-verbal people?
Well, maybe they're talking it over amongst themselves. Put away your machete.
Yeah.
Don't stand so aggressively.
I'm not. This is how a man stands.
Oh, okay. Okay, Thaddeus. Okay.
Gotta put you have to, have your pelvis out slightly, and your hands on your back of your hips, and
okay. I'm doing all this while he's saying it, and I'm copying the way he's standing. You mean like this? Like this? Is this right? Like this? Okay,
yeah, just instead of putting your hands on the side of your hips, put them rest them all the way, almost on the small of your back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with your thrust out your pelvis.
Okay.
That's how a man stands.
Okay. Listen, we ask you once again for your hospitality. We invoke the ancient laws of hospitality.
And finally, you do hear a voice hollering down from this settlement high up in the tree. And it says, Tocha!
Sand people.
Tucha?
Tucha, my friend, Tucha.
You don't even know what that means.
It probably means hello. Obviously, it's a greeting.
Yeah, that's probably a warning. He's going to fill us with these pointy stick things.
And you see a door open. And it's kind of, it's a wooden door made of...
wood.
Well, yes, wood, obviously. But it's branches and small logs sort of tied together. And it's probably not coincidentally directly above the remnants of this rope ladder. And this door opens, and a completely nude man is standing there with some kind of a makeshift bow and arrow. And he raises it up and pulls the string back and says again, Tocha! And I think that's where we're going to quit for this episode.
Okay. I feel like I'm getting that from somewhere. I feel like I'm picking that up subconsciously from some other pop culture source, but I can't think of what it is.
Could be Mr. Garrison, maybe?
Okay. Well, maybe there's a touch of that in there, okay? But anyway, cool. Yeah, next week. Get this naked man to give us some train fuel.
You never know.
Hey everybody, if you like our podcast, don't forget to leave us a good rating and or review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Spotify, or wherever you're able. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at Goonies_world, and check out our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.